Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. It is Saturday and that means it's the Margarete Miller Collage assignment day. So I've got all my bits and pieces here. There is a little bit of prep work that I need to do, so hopefully it won't take too long. But this is week 5 and our prompt list is a sewing item. So I have this little snap fastener here. Something your state or country is known for. So I've gone for country and I've got this magazine page here of some ferns and things, and it says lush and lovely because New Zealand is known for its landscapes and its bush and things. An item representing a childhood memory. Now that's where I need to do a little bit of work. I have this picture. It's actually a mother that was rocking a cradle, and I was wanting a picture of a ballerina because I did ballet from the age of 4. So my item that represents my childhood memory is actually this tulle, because I had a pink tutu, and I want to sew it on to her dress to make like a little dancing skirt for her. And I want to colour her hair because my hair when I was a child was jet black, and this lovely image is of a blonde, so I want to colour her hair as well. Something ornate. I have this title here from a children's songbook with this very ornate title. Something that starts with L. I have a label here off of a wine bottle, and bonus something pink. I've got this little magazine image that I cut off of the model of a pink t-shirt saying everything is going to be all right. So they're my items. I've got a few bits and pieces to do, so I'm just going to put last week's behind there so I can not be confused or cluttered. Okay, so first thing is I need to trim down this magazine page because it's too wide for my, I think I'm going to do it round this way, it might be easier. Switch it round, tear off this edge. So I've just jumped right into activity today because I want these videos to not be too long, the collage ones. But how are you today? Are you having a fabulous Saturday morning? I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Maybe you've got some plans lined up. Oops. Right. So that's going to go down there. I'm not going to glue it down just yet because I'm not sure exactly whether I want it up or down. This label, I thought there's text here that I don't want under the heading Lush and Lovely. But to fit the label on, I might have to tear off some of the top there. And then there's this frog fountain here, which from the angle it's taken I just don't find particularly attractive. So I'm thinking she will go there. This also needs tearing down because it's too wide for my page. But that will go up there, something like that. In fact, I might just tear that off now. So we're losing some of the ornamentation, but got to sacrifice something somewhere. Okay, that can go up there. I think this is just going to pop in somewhere like that. I've got a plan for our little snap fastener, and I want to actually attach it to this ornate bit and then attach my, now it's going to need to be underneath, so yep, that this will swivel and hide under the title. Hopefully that makes sense. It should make sense. Right. So the only thing I don't like about this is this blank space down the bottom, down here. So what would I like first to fill that space in? Maybe just a bit of coffee dyed something or other. How wide do we need it? About that wide. we don't need that much of it. So maybe if we just pop that, maybe actually overlapping that magazine image might be nice, just a little torn edge there. Okay, I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to remove these top elements so I can tear this magazine page down. Whoops, I lost the placement. Let's go there. So it's sitting there. Just tear this off. It's very warm here today. Got the fan going, so if you can hear a noise, it will be the fan. And it's going to be a lazy kind of afternoon because it is really hot. But I am filming this in the afternoon, so I guess not that lazy. Right, let's pop this down. Just got a pin in my glue. I've just refilled it and I didn't want to have it clogged up when I went to use it today. So I'll just stick the pin in it until I'm ready to use it. I am seriously thinking about switching out a pin for the cap that comes with it because I keep having to hold it out the way. But I need a pin with a better head on it so it's easier to grab instead of one of those little normal pins. And of course to make sure that it's stainless steel so it doesn't rust. I think the pin I'm using is stainless steel, but you know, it's just got that tiny wee head on which makes it really hard to grab. Right. There we go. Oops, not straight. Ooh, slid too much. Can we get it back over a little bit? I applied too much force and it went, and now it's not straight. But that's okay. It's really a background. Right, let's put this bit on because we know where this goes. And then we'll get into a little bit more of the fiddly work that I need to do, like making the skirt for our girl there and colouring her hair in. Right, and I can probably pop this on as well. This is a bottle of sparkling wine that friends gave us. And they gave it to us the weekend that we bought our new car, but they didn't know. And then we didn't drink it, but the day that we brought home our new car, which was the following Saturday, we drank this bottle of bubbly. And we're not big drinkers, so we were a little bit happy and giggly after drinking a whole bottle. I only had a glass and a bit, and my husband drank the rest, and which for both of us was way more than what we used to, so that was kind of fun. Not something we do a lot of. Right, so far so good. Maybe I want to put this on first, so I've left quite a bit here because I wasn't sure exactly how much I'd need. Probably don't need that much. Maybe I'll trim it down a little bit. So snip it there, and let's put, I'm just going to punch a hole. Do I want to punch a hole actually? If I just push it through, it's going to have that little bit of paper that we're going to make it a bit thicker and perhaps not hold so much. So I am going to properly punch a hole with my crocodile, just using the smallest hole. And I have tested this to make sure it will actually move, and it does. Now, have I put it in the right place? we can go with that. And quite close to the edge on the top, maybe in that blank space. Right, so this will go on here, and that will go through there, and that will go on top. And so when this is glued down, we should, yep, swing it up and around so it doesn't obscure everything, but we can still swing it out and have a look. So I need to swing it round to its widest swing point, so I'm not gluing where it's going to swing around. Yeah, and if we did it right round, yep, that's going to be fine. And this end. So it looks a bit funky right now, but when we pull it down to its hidden position, it's not going to stick out the top there. But I wanted it to be able to swing freely all the way up. So that's going to be playing peekaboo under there. Fun. So that's our sewing item, our something ornate, our something beginning with an L, which is the label, which is also pink. This ornate piece is also pink, so pink's featuring quite a lot in this. I think I'll wait to glue that on, just so I don't end up gluing it behind her and hiding it. Right, so let's get on to her. I do want to colour her hair in. What will I use? Haven't got a black Posca. I do have a black brush pen. Maybe that's fine enough. Just, my hair now is more dark brown to brown, which makes me quite sad, and grey. Yes, and grey, because I used to love having jet black hair, and I think what actually lost the colour out of it was having it coloured, because for most of my life, well, not most of my life, but most of my youth, I never ever wanted to colour my hair because I liked having black hair. And then after I lost my first husband, I went and had all my hair, well, had my hair cut off to shoulder length. It was down to my bottom, and I had it cut off and had it coloured for the first time. And then I proceeded to keep having it coloured for quite a number of years, I guess. And I reckon that's what took the colour out. That successive colourings just took all my black away. It's got nothing to do with age, has it? No, nothing to do with getting older. It's purely because I actually coloured my hair when I was younger. That's my story. I choose to stick to it. Right, so we're turning her into a brunette to represent me as a child. Glad I chose this pen because it's got a nice point on it that I can do those fine bits there. Okay, that's good enough. It's not jet black, but it's black. Actually, it's turning more brown, but that's okay. It's all good. Right, just put my crocodile away before I flick the case over onto the floor and have to pick up all my little pieces. That would be absolutely a nightmare. Right, now onto her dress. So pop this aside for a moment. So I want to tuck it under her arm, and to do that I'm going to trim around her arm. Oh, my knife is blunt. It's chewing the paper. Have I got enough there to get in with my fussy cutting scissors rather than chew up? Oh, I can see the tip of my knife's covered in glue or tape or something. That'll be why it's chewing my paper. And there's a little cuff there, which is just a pink squiggly line. I'm just going to ignore that and go right across there. I think that's good enough. Maybe I had to trim some of the skirt off of the image because there was a cradle in the picture and I didn't want the cradle, and it overlapped with her dress. There we go, just trimming off to make it look a bit more a kind of dress-like, skirt-like. Altering an image to suit. Oh yes, that needs a jolly good clean. Probably needs snapping off as well. So this pretty tulle, the tutu I had was a light pink, and I do have light pink tulle, but then I found the scrap and I thought, well, I'd rather use a scrap than cut into a new piece. Not that it matters, because the new piece is for crafting, but I thought this is a lovely, bright, vivid pink, and it's going to brighten up the collage somewhat. So I'm just kind of gathering it there for a bit. It's not going to stay that bunched, but I'm just going to run some thread through it, and hopefully the knot doesn't pull right through. Oh, it did. It came right through. Ow! I just poked myself with a needle. Tease it out a bit. Very sharp needle, this one, unlike my craft knife, which is very blunt at the moment. Kind of just trying to gather it up a little bit. Like so. I think that is good enough. I'm not going to get too finicky or perfectionist, because I'm going to use glue to help position it where I want it. So I'm just going to knot this off now. It's going to create a little bit of bulk, but I think it's going to be cute. I loved my tutu. I loved prancing around in it. And it did me, I only ever had one tutu, and it did me 2 years of performances. And then I changed to a different style of dance. Same teacher, but different style, and we didn't wear tutus. I'm just putting a little like blanket stitch along the top. I think it's going to help kind of flatten it out a little bit and give me something to glue in place. Just a simple little blanket stitch there. But yes, I did love my tutu. I still actually have it. It's up in the wardrobe in my studio. It's one of those things that just, it's very hard to part with. I've still got my ballet shoes as well. And in one dance we had little cummerbunds, and I've still got that, a little black and white cummerbund. I can't remember what the dance was though. So long ago. There's a bit of blue tack on this, so that will be trimmed off. Hopefully. It's right. So this is, as you can see, music, children's music book. So I'm going to glue that down. And then Just a little bit of glue along here just to connect the pieces. Hopefully that's enough to work. I have to hold it for a little bit. Just cleaning off the tip of my glue. I just do it with my fingers typically. Right, we might have to put a little bit of glue on the edge here just to make it kind of fit, and I'm going to go along past the image, just make that tulle a little bit longer. Sort of pull it out here a little bit. Is the glue going to work? Probably going to need alcohol glue for this. Probably needed to do it for the underside as well, but you know, didn't think of it. So, oh yeah, it's warm. The glue is wanting to come and say hello. Hold that down for a little. Glue strings everywhere. Maybe I just want to go back there. Yeah, that tacky glue didn't hold at all, so that hopefully will be better. And I might glue her down and then see where I want the dress or the skirt to sit. Now I've got glue on my mat. Just rub it off so I don't stick anything else to it. Right, and before I glue her down, where do I want this? I do want it slightly behind her head, I think. So about there. Let's put that on. Yeah, I reckon it's a good 30, somewhere in the vicinity of 30 to 33 degrees today. So I'll be interested to see what the weather report says at the end of the day as to what the high was for our area. It's a warm one. Right. Yeah, just debating glue. I think I'm gonna just do this part in my alcohol glue just to make sure it sticks down. Normally I would just use my tacky glue or a glue stick for this part. Go there. Oh, I think that is so cute. And now I'm just going to go in and glue the top of her with my tacky glue. And I'm not even going to put it all over her. Just enough to take her in place. Sweet. Okay, now to position the skirt where I want it. I think I want to just bring it in a bit. Or do I leave it? Actually, no, I'm going to leave it. I don't mind that. I think that's quite cute. Okay, I think we're done. I do believe we are done. It didn't take as long as I thought it might. So, our prompts, if I swing them down around here, from hiding under our ornate, so we've got a sewing item, our little snap fastener, something your state or country is known for, so we've got this native bush here in the background. An item representing a childhood memory is this little ballerina skirt. Something ornate, the title, Something that starts with an L is this wine bottle label, and bonus something pink, which is this t-shirt, but I've got lots of pink. So there we go, that is week 5 all done and dusted, and we've got our little hiding, I think that's so fun, little interactive piece there sliding up and down. Cool, thanks so much for watching, my friends. I hope you have a brilliant weekend, and I will be back on Monday with the Deal It Up challenge. Take care. Bye for now.